Hey guys, Paul Harvey returns to the show again today. This time we're going to be talking about TikTok. So Paul's got some data he wants to run through with regards to running TikTok ads to your listing. Paul, welcome back to the show.
Thanks, Danny. Good to be here. It's been a while.
Yeah, it has been a while. I know you've been a regular over the last 6 years now. So set the scene for us. We'll drop the link for the blog post as well, so we can put that in the show notes so people can go along with it. But let's set out the pace for it.
So basically, the thing is, the crux of the matter is, I send a ton of TikTok traffic directly to Amazon listings or Amazon storefronts. I send that link, I send that traffic, but we just can't establish a true ROI, a true way to attract the effectiveness of TikTok traffic. So that's why I go over the setup and the breakdown and details, which I'll see.
That's cool. Let's walk it through.
Sure thing. So basically, the first step is this. I work with every creator, every influencer, and we create the brief and send it to them. So let's use the example of a baby blanket for now. And let's say Baby Grow is your brand name, and your main keyword is baby blanket. I'll work with the creators. I create them a brief to say, just really to brag about the product. And at the end of it, they say, guys, get on now. Just found on Amazon, brand name keywords. They will say, Baby Grow, baby blankets. Found on Amazon on Baby Grow. Found on Amazon, just type in Baby Grow, baby blankets. I include the brand name and the keyword because the way TikTok users work, they're pretty much like lemmings, meaning that if they see everyone doing it, they will comply and check it out. So basically, we create like 20 videos, all with different creators, push it and promote it on TikTok. But in every single video, they say, get on Amazon, brand name keyword, Baby Grow, baby blanket, Baby Grow, baby blanket. So that way the user, when they go to Amazon just to check it out, maybe window shopping, they will type in brand name keyword, they'll type in Baby Grow, baby blanket. That's the key thing. And then basically the reason we do that is because I've sent well over, I would say, some listings between 10 to 20,000 clicks from TikTok directly to the listing. However, even with Amazon attribution, we can't track the true effectiveness because there's some listings that had like 10,000 clicks and their sessions are the daily number of people that view their listings on a given day. The sessions should increase. And when we stop sending TikTok traffic, the sessions should decrease. And the same goes with conversion rates. And it never changes, really doesn't. And it doesn't make sense because in my mind, the TikTok user has seen the product, is now interested, clicks on the link, goes to Amazon, and they're already pre-sold. And if a listing has maybe like a 10% conversion rate, that should actually follow over to the TikTok traffic. However, we are not seeing any direct sales from TikTok. We are seeing a gradual sales increase of around 30 to 40%. It might be immediate, might be delayed, but it is evidence. But we just have no way of tracking. And in my opinion, I don't think.
Well, because of things like saving the video for later, they might go back for it. They might go, I like that. I haven't got time to look at it now. I'm going to hit it on the save. So that plays a role.
Exactly that. And also it might be is that I use a lot of deep links, and deep link will open up the Amazon app over and above the Amazon or the default browser. So if they don't have the Amazon app, they might open up the browser, but on their mobile browser, they might not be logged in. So they might come back to a later stage to check it out. And for some reason, it's been confirmed by a whole bunch of software providers that when you send traffic from a TikTok ad directly to the Amazon listing with Amazon attribution, TikTok cuts out the tracking details. So you will see lots of clicks, but you won't see the actual sales on the attribution dashboard. And people say it's either TikTok scrapping the tracking details, maybe Amazon just not allowing it to be tracked. I don't know. But I've sent so much traffic, and it's been about 2 years now, and it's the same thing over and above. That's why I hammer across brand name keyword, because that brand name keyword then actually trends in the search terms, actually trends on Amazon Analytics, because that's a keyword that actually people are coming to Amazon and typing.
Yeah. Do you know what? One thing I've kind of, and hear me out here, and I'm thinking more and more TikTok is more of a sales platform rather than community building. Let me give an example. On TikTok, where does most people spend their time?
Basically on their For You page, the For You feed.
Right. So what happens? Let's say you're trying to build a community, right? Let's compare it to Instagram. Where does people spend their time? In the feed. Yes, they visit the explore page. It's the inverse. So on TikTok, let's say you're going, I want to build my following on there as well as sales, right? So I'm getting more and more convinced from studying the algorithm. I'm going to be covering all this over the weekend because I've studied both For You and, of course, Instagram's algorithm. And I'm going to be showing how to increase organic video plays post ads. Like there's a side effects of running 31 campaigns together. But I'm getting more and more convinced is TikTok, because you think about attention. This is why we have attention engineers. The For You algorithm is the most powerful social engine on the planet because it's so sticky. They hack your psychology. That's what's behind it. Yeah. So time, attention equals dollars. And that's the end goal. So let's say you're trying to build a following. I don't think that is always a good way to go, because let's say you build a following on Instagram, people spend time on their feed and their stories and then visit the explore page. And I think with TikTok, it's in inverse. So I think there's more opportunity there. So people go, yeah, but what about the cap of growth on organic on, say, Instagram? There is a cap, but there isn't a cap on TikTok. Well, TikTok wants you on the For You page. So it wants the creators to stay there. So effectively, you're pumping out a load of content. And most people, as they're collecting their followers, or they're the same people that are following you in the hope that you're building the community as well, the reality is they're always on the For You page. Does that make sense? So I do believe it's much more of a platform. Yes, you've got the organic reach, but I don't know to this day whether it's that suitable to build a really engaged community. Not following, not statistical numbers that look impressive, but a community. Does that make sense? So where we're going to go next, in terms of, you mentioned earlier on, you delivered, say, 20,000 clicks. What are we looking at cost per click and stuff here? Because I don't use the ad platform on TikTok, but it seems that there's a minimum bar, isn't it? It's like 200 a day or 200 per campaign or something. So it's not easy just to do small little test campaigns. 200 quid isn't a lot in the grand scheme of things. But when you can run ads on other platforms of 5, 10, 15, 20 a day, etc., it gives you an idea of, you know, when you're adjusting all your targeting and stuff. So
in terms of budget, TikTok will recommend $5,000 per month. And
of course they will. Yeah, of course they will.
However, that actually makes sense if you're pushing it to a D2C website and off Amazon website, because you have the pixel. So you can train the pixel, groom the pixel, and then actually get pixel-based purchases. However, because we're pushing the traffic to Amazon, the trust factor is with Amazon. So I say to everyone, don't rely on TikTok spending $5,000. Rather spend $50 per day and do working in 10-day sprints. So 10 days of TikTok ads, then take a break of 10 days, then another 10 days. And the reason you do that is because you're not sure what the effect will be. It might be immediate, it might be delayed. So that's why you break it into 10-day sprints. And to top it all is that sometimes some brands I've noticed, the two main types of ads we can do on TikTok are reach and traffic. Now, traffic is clicks. Reach is getting your content seen by as many people as possible, but not really we go for clicks. Well, I've seen sometimes some brands perform really well when there's a reach campaign, and some perform really well when there's a traffic campaign. So in 10-day sprints, I'll break it down. The first 5 days, reach, and the next 5 days, traffic. and then try and figure out what was the most effective. But in terms of costs, I'm seeing cost per click. An expensive cost per click would be about 60 cents, US cents. And a well-effective or good engaging ad could be anywhere from 10 to about 15 cents per click. And CPM, so cost for 1,000 impressions, I'm seeing an average of about $2. So $2 to have your content seen by at least 1,000 people.
Yeah, no, I mean, if you're sales dedicated rather than content creation around building the community, I definitely think the reach is a big metric you need to look at, really, if you want to maximize the sales. Because even when people are using influencers don't every day only put out content that is third party content like advertisements. They have to produce content. That's how they got there, right? They got their following from engaged content, and then they weave in sales. But I think you can probably get away on TikTok with little to no following, as long as you've got the reach and the product is attractive. Do you understand where I'm coming from? Because most people go, right, I want followers, build the followers, then you run ads, and there's all this building out. But I think you could have very low amount of follower count, but run ads from a sales capacity, as I said, because most people are spending their time on the For You page.
And that's why I prefer ads, because if we aim for organic, it's the followers that should see your content first. But let's say you have 100,000 followers, there's a good chance most of them won't see it. And also, if you put out content that's boring, if your followers just skim through it and just swap up to avoid it, then TikTok knows your content's not great, so it won't push it to the rest of your followers. However, if you're using ads, you're paying for your content to be seen.
Well, this is the thing. You're paying for reach. You know, some people think that running ads, you're buying followers. You're not buying followers. You're buying reach. And what happens there, you've got so much data to work with. Ads is another way of tuning your content. If you've got no following, let's say you're on Instagram, you start from zero, right? And let's just say you put out a reel. They say you get 40% reach. 40% reach of zero is still zero. So you've got to jump the shark to get somewhere. So you can go through that long protracted period of building, or you can run ads and your reels can get 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000 reels. And you can look at certain metrics to see what is working. Yeah, you can run a campaign, 10 reels, frequency of 1, for instance, serve to the same interested market, and then you see which works. And then you can tune your content from there because you can reach statistical significance. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But everyone wants organic. Why? Because it seems free, but time isn't.
Yes.
Do you see what I mean?
And then the next part is that for everyone doing TikTok, ad, whichever, the two key things are stress. Always have the brand name keyword. And the second part is it's common sense to you and me, but I just wanted to go over this slightly because a lot of the new sellers aren't aware of it. If you're going to send traffic to Amazon, that's going to type in your brand name keyword, in our case, baby grow, baby blankets. If we can send in traffic that types in baby grow, baby blankets, and then make sure we have our PPC campaign set up to target those people that type in baby grow, baby blankets. Now, for you and me, that makes perfect sense. But for a lot of sellers, they say, but Paul, why would I use my PPC budget to focus on traffic that I'm already sending? Like I'm paying for traffic and paying for it again. And that's right. But it's a long-term play. It really, really is. Amazon sees traffic coming in, typing your brand name, and then you bidding on that traffic. You're doing their algorithms work easier. And whenever, you know better than me, whenever you send external traffic to your Amazon listing, the first goal should be is what does the algorithm see? Any external traffic should always be nurturing the Amazon algorithm to make sure that
saying that in terms of the A9 literature, there is nothing for external traffic. Zero, nada.
Yeah.
But what we do have is other people's observations, and they've spent tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, which they call the halo effect. So there isn't anything that I've seen, and I've got a lot of literature that even's not public, but there is zero literature that I've seen has any relevance in terms of external traffic. what we're relying on is everyone's testing.
Mm.
And people wouldn't waste money if they didn't think it works, right?
On top of that, let's say the traffic doesn't convert at all, but because it's traffic that has the Amazon attribution tags, Amazon knows the seller is sending us traffic. It's worthwhile. And whilst, like you, I haven't seen any proof from Amazon that they like this, but I've seen the results. Amazon does like this sort of traffic. No proof, exactly. But
yeah. And as I said, no one's going to waste money if they don't think it works. So there are going to, people are going to try and it doesn't work for them. And there's too many variables, type of product, how did you set up the campaign? What was your targeting like? What was the value proposition? Did you use the right platform? There's so many things that you can get wrong for something to not go right, if that makes sense.
100%.
So where we are in the picture now? Because I know we chopped and changed a bit.
So basically the main thing is always have the brand name keyword and always have that across all your videos. I don't care which creator you use, influencer, anything, whichever. Always make sure they say brand name keyword, baby grow, baby blankets, and then change up the second keyword. So maybe baby grow, baby bottles, or baby grow blue, baby blankets. Whatever it is, as long as you vary it up, because when people come to Amazon, they do the search. Make sure they know how to search. They don't want to think. TikTok users don't want to think. So basically, when they come to Amazon, they should know immediately what to search. And if they do the wrong search, you're giving your competitors free traffic. So that's the main
I notice how you reference, and I'm not laughing at it because it's actually quite insidious. But you're referencing that you have to kind of teach them. Not that they're morons or anything, but you're guiding them. Yeah, they're easy to sway or whatever. And I think most of that comes from doom scrolling. Basically, so many people's dopamine is tapped out. They're then looking for the next fix, basically, because that's how the For You algorithm works, right? This is why Silicon Valley are trying to get TikTok banned. They've got their own engineers, right? They've got their own attention engineers that do exactly the same thing at Facebook, at Insta, etc. They're just being eaten for breakfast because basically TikTok's taking it away. Then you've got the politics, haven't you? So say the US government want to ban it, because they've already lost 200 million users overnight in India a few weeks ago. So I don't know how long TikTok's going to be around. And if Silicon Valley doesn't want it, and the political leanings between, say, a Chinese-owned company and the US, and then start accusing them of privacy issues, etc., it'd be interesting to see how it lasts. But if you look into the insidious nature of that algorithm, it is horrific what basically it does. Yeah. And what it does to people that go into the doom scrolling. Basically, by the time they've locked you in to doom scrolling, they know all your insecurities, all your needs based on the content that you've chosen. And then they just keep feeding it with you, snack after snack after snack. And this is why people are tired, lacking motivation, their dopamine's tapped out. And that's the end goal. They need, because the most important currency on the planet right now is attention, and it's hard to come by as more and more want attention. And that algorithm is deadly in that sense. And I don't mean dying, but meaning it's so powerful and so addictive.
That's so true. People come to TikTok to be entertained, not to learn something like YouTube or whatever. They come there to be entertained. So your content, if it's not entertaining, make sure it's easy to follow. Like, for example, I've had like a squeeze page between the TikTok ad, squeeze page, and then Amazon listing, because they had to click to go to the squeeze page and then read the squeeze page. The clicks were very expensive because people don't want to learn, they don't want to read, they just want visuals. And that's a big factor about TikTok. They want to be entertained.
Cool. All right. So let's wrap up this piece here. Let's just finish off what we're discussing. I'll put the blog post in the link so people can follow by it as well. So let's draw some conclusions.
So basically, TikTok traffic does work. And right now, TikTok is, in my opinion, one of the cheapest platforms to send traffic to Amazon. And I've seen this, I've proved it. Sometimes when my clients went out of stock on Amazon, they saw an increase in sales on their Shopify website because people can't find it on Amazon, they'll go find it somewhere else. So TikTok does work. It's just impossible to track. TikTok is cheap right now. I'm not sure for how long and how long it will still be viable because of the current US politics and stuff like that. But I encourage everyone, take advantage now. It's still in its infancy, and it's only going to get better if it stays around.
Excellent. So just quickly go through campaign setup. Let's have a quick chat for those who've not set up TikTok campaigns. Going back to my point earlier, that it may be a good opportunity as a sales channel without the worry of building. Okay, you need social proof. If they look at the profile, you've got no followers. There's that element. But my point is, trying to get to 3,000, getting to 0 to 1,000 is quite difficult from 0 because there's no point of reference. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
So you have to, that's where that window, 1,000, 2,000 is one of the most difficult. And then it's jumping the shark at the point where you take off. Let's say you're looking at 30,000 when you're trying to get to 300,000. That's where it starts to become troubling.
So when setting up these campaigns, the first thing to do is to create the TikTok brief. It's basically the script you're going to give to the TikTok creator model, whichever to create the video. And for me, it's always the hardest part. So to make things easier, just go to my website. I have a TikTok brief builder that's actually used through ChatGPT that can help you build the brief. It'll take you like 5 minutes. Done.
Okay.
And then once you have that brief, then give that to a content creator. And there are loads of platforms for that, from Join Brands to Incense to Billow, so on and so forth. You have the brief, give it to them, then send the product, and just wait about 2 or 3 weeks to the content. Once you get the content back, you can actually use the content right there and then as an ad. Or what I would recommend is use CapCut. CapCut is like a free video editing software that's made by TikTok. Take that and edit the video according to that. So there are captions, there's overlay text, type of stuff to make it more TikTok style. Then take it and then right there and then just run your TikTok ad. First of all, aim for a traffic ad, aim for a reach ad to get as much people seeing your content as possible, and then mix it up to a traffic ad. And in that ad, you will always use Amazon attribution. And if you want to be really, really technical, you will use a deep link to make sure the link will open up the Amazon app over the mobile browser.
Excellent. Paul, what's the best way that people can reach you?
Best thing to do is go to my website, Rankster. Every single Friday, I publish my newsletter saying exactly what I'm working on, whether it was a win or a fail, lots of fails, but some wins occasionally.
Excellent. Paul, thank you for joining us today. Guys, thank you for joining us. Sharon will be up next. I'll be back next week after Seller Sessions Live this weekend. So the madness is started already. Today of this recording, it is Wednesday. So head into London tomorrow for the setup. So I'll see you guys on the other side. Take care of yourself and your family. Much love.